Nice. Okay. All right, guys. I think I might have figured out YouTube. I think I might have figured it out. Oh my God. Okay, I know y'all tired of hearing me say that, but listen, I'm not going to give up. I am not a quitter. One thing I've never been is a fucking quitter. I'll tell you that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get the theme music going. Because y'all know a party ain't a party without theme music.
Envy. She brings sparkle to the world, raise a fish, she know her power. Chasing down the scales of justice, dropping truth every hour. Sunflowers on the spirit, glitter, unicorn up on the screen. Hey, my show is on. They twist facts, pick a verse, then pretend they made a case. But she read the whole opinion, now they quiet in the place. I don't wanna hear your story, baby, I just need the facts. I read the book, I did the work, got my people on my back. If you rockin' with the sparkle, then just hop up in the lag. If you looking for the truth, then I'ma show you where it's at. Policy on the table, all books in the stack.
You're not
If you
wrong.
came to spin the truth, I'm gon' run the logic back. Don't cherry pick the scripture, don't remix what the law said. Don't quote half of history, then act like the rest dead. I'm womanist with wisdom, got glitter in my fight. I can smile while I drag you with the statute in the sight. Newsroom, courtroom, TikTok
Thank
with
you for the hand
lights
heart.
on
Thank you for
baby,
the
if
hand
want
heart.
to, but
Welcome
your sources
in.
better stand strong. I don't wanna hear your story, baby, I just need the facts. Read the book, I did the work, got my people on my back. If you rockin' with the sparkle, then just hop up in the lag. If you looking for the truth, then I'ma show you where it's at. Sparkle in
Thank
the
you.
chat.
I wrote it.
Justice
This
on
is
the
my
track.
theme
If
song.
the math ain't math, then we gon' run the numbers back. Sunflower soul, but the mouthpiece got heat. Unicorn energy with the people in the seats. I came to teach, came to shine, came to question every claim. You can bring me your opinion, but the facts know my name. I don't wanna hear your story, baby, I just need the facts. Read the book, I did the work, got my people on my back. If you rockin' with the sparkle, then just hop up in the lag. If you looking for the truth, then I'ma show you where it's at.
What's up, family? Welcome, 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 welcome. How is everybody doing today? So glad you decided to come and hang out with me right here in the Sparkle Sanctuary. I am so glad you made it. So I tell you what, let's take a look at the news. Thank you so much. Thank you. It is actually a collection of a few different poems that I wrote over time, and I just kind of like put them all together to make something cool. So thank you so much. I'm glad you guys like it. Guys, welcome in if you're over on YouTube. I am so happy you're here. I'm sorry that we've had so many issues with the sound lately, but I promise you I am working through it all, and I'm so glad that you're patient enough with me to hang out. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get into the news, family. Y'all know what it is. Your news in 90 seconds. I'm going to give you how I do this is I believe in the fairness doctrine, and I think we should bring that back. And so what I do is I will tell you what the headline is. I'll tell you basically what's going on, the details behind it, why that matters, what the critics and the supporters are saying, and what to expect next. So that's how I try to give people the news, so that way you guys aren't sitting here just trying to tug of war on what you believe. You can make a decision based on how everyone feels. First thing, appeals court keeps block on Trump's federal voter list order. A federal appeals court has upheld an injunction blocking key parts of President Trump's executive order that would create a federal list of eligible voters and limit mail-in ballots to people on that list in the states that sued. The ruling leaves the injunction in place while the legal challenge continues. The details behind that, the decision applies to 23 states and Washington, D.C. that challenged the order. The executive order directed federal agencies to compile citizenship-based voter lists. It also sought to limit mailed-in ballots to voters appearing on those lists. And the Justice Department says it's reviewing its next legal steps. Why does that matter? The case could shape how much authority a president has over federal elections, the Federal Election Administration, versus the powers reserved to states and Congress. Supporters believe the order helps verify voter eligibility and protect election integrity, while critics believe that election rules are primarily set by states and Congress, and federal voter lists could wrongly exclude eligible voters. What we should look for next is the legal battle is expected to continue and should probably be pushed up and will probably be pushed up to the Supreme Court. The deadly shooting at the Seattle Food Festival, which is Taste of Seattle, leaves 3 dead. 3 people were killed and 4 others were injured after gunfire erupted during a popular food festival near Seattle Center on Sunday. Police have arrested 1 suspect and are investigating whether another person was involved. The details behind that: one suspect is in custody. It's a 15-year-old child, and police recovered 2 firearms. The shooting happened during one of Seattle's largest summer food festivals, and investigators are asking the public to submit cell phone videos because there were no surveillance cameras covering the area. Why does this matter? The shooting has renewed concerns about security at large public events and how investigators gather evidence when camera coverage is limited. What should we expect next? Police continue searching for possible additional suspects while the detectives review witness statements and video evidence. In world news, the U.S. and Iran pause fighting as mediators push for talks. For the first time in nearly 2 weeks, the United States and Iran have gone several days without exchanging military strikes as regional mediators work to restart diplomatic negotiations. Here's what's going on. Neither side reported new attacks over the past 3 days. Messages continue to be exchanged through regional mediators, and shipping routes in the Middle East remain under close watch after recent disruptions. Why does this matter? A sustained pause could reduce the risk of a wider regional conflict and help stabilize global energy markets. What's next? Diplomats are watching to see whether informal contacts can develop into formal negotiations. In political news, midterm elections enter the final 100-day stretch. With fewer than 100 days until election day, both parties are shifting resources towards key Senate races that could determine control of the Congress. Democrats are targeting several competitive Republican held states and seats. Both parties continue ramping up fundraising and advertising, and polls suggest several races remain highly competitive in this moment. Why does this matter? Control of the Senate will influence legislation, judicial confirmation, and the remainder of President Trump's agenda. What we can expect next is campaign spending, candidate visits, and political advertising to increase as Election Day approaches. I don't want to give you guys critics and supporters on this particular one because I try to keep politics in a space where we look at things objectively. So I skipped supporters and critics on that particular one. So those are the top stories for today. And just for a lighter note, I thought this was really cool. A toy robot is helping to preserve indigenous languages. So inventor Danielle Boyer is helping Native indigenous children learn endangered indigenous languages through a programmable robot called Scobot, combining technology with cultural education. And so children build and program their own robots. The project encourages learning indigenous languages, and hundreds of students across the United States have participated in the program. Why does this matter? Many indigenous languages are at risk of disappearing, and programs like this help younger generations connect with their cultural heritage. And what we should expect next is the program continues to expand to more schools and more indigenous communities across the country. So I thought that was a really great story to share with you guys. And that's your news in 90 seconds. Thank you guys so much. And it looks like we've got some people that want to have a chat. Hi.
Hello there. Hey.
Age, state, and who you voted for?
18. I didn't vote, but I will be voting for Trump.
How can you vote for Trump if Trump can't run again?
I mean, you don't know that.
I do. It's the 22nd Amendment of the United States Constitution.
He could change that.
He can't.
He's got power like that. He's got money. Money is everything.
What does it take to change an amendment?
The passing of a bill.
No. Do you understand what the legal mechanism?
Change an amendment. Look it up.
I didn't say you couldn't change an amendment. I said, what is the process?
Goes through Senate. Has to go through Senate. Has to be approved.
How many states have to vote on it?
That I don't know. Can you please inform me?
No. So with that being said, Donald Trump can't run for president again. That can't happen.
If he were to, I'll rephrase that. I would vote for him.
Okay. Well, that would be a waste of my time because we'd be talking about a hypothetical at that point, and that's not necessary. So
let's just say I
in this moment, got you. So yeah, let's get to something that we can actually talk about. My question to you specifically is, why are you still supporting Trump in this moment?
Border policies.
Okay, what's the policy?
Keeping those immigrants out.
Right. What's the name of the policy?
Can you inform me? I just want to see if you know.
Okay. You have a good day,
Cat.
Gregory. Thanks for coming up,
Nigger,
bud.
nigger, nigger.
I think he might have said nigger on the way out. Who knows? So used to
Yo, what's up?
bullshit. Hi. Age,
Why
state, and who
the
you voted for.
horse? 19 Georgia. Whatever for Trump.
Why are you still supporting Trump in this moment?
Probably abortion, immigration.
Which one do you want to talk about?
Well, he's also a male, so I can understand. Like, he can understand what my penis hurt. He can understand that word Kamala couldn't. If you see where I'm going.
So did you want to talk about policy and politics or no?
I haven't got to take a shower right now, so to be honest with you, I was just kind of coming up here to troll, and then maybe after I shower, but I'm not gonna lie, I should probably go.
Smoke. You said that shit. You said that shit, gang. Cause what? Y'all need something constructive to fucking do. My parents used to make me read encyclopedias. I make my kids look up shit and tell me what the fuck things mean. Like, I don't know what y'all be on. Does anyone know what the deal is with the horse behind her? It's a whole thing. I don't understand what. Dan never made it up here. Keep in mind, Dan is only talking in the comments. Yikes, Dan. Anyways, so guys, let's go and see, because there's things that I want you guys to know, and I have been. Hang on one second. Give me 1 second. Oh. Hear this bullshit.
Well, they have a board, and Kevin's fantastic, but he's got a board, and the board members are very political, I would say. So, we fight our way through the race because we're doing so well. But, no, he's got a board. He wants to do the right thing. I know what he wants to do. But you need the consent of some people that have perhaps bad intentions. Rates should be lowered. This country could be at 8%, 9%, 10%, 12% GDP. That's what it should be. We have other countries that are paying less interest rates, and if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't even exist. It's ridiculous. And they call them elite. We have other countries. I don't want to really mention names of countries, but I could give you plenty. That they take money out of the U.S., and because of that, they get a lower interest rate than we do. And it shouldn't be that way. We should have the lowest interest rate in the world. I could take the money that these countries are making, put it into our portfolio, and we should have the lowest interest rate in the world, like it used to be 30 years ago. We always made the lowest rate. If you take a look at Switzerland, where we have a $30 billion deficit, I could wipe out that deficit overnight. That'd be money that would actually indirectly come to us. So we got a lot of interesting things going, but our country is the strongest we've ever been. It's the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Are you worried that the Fed's going to hike rates to counter?
Well, they have a board, and Kevin's fantastic, but he's got a board. And
Did y'all hear that? Did anybody hear that? This is the same president. The same president who fired the head of the Fed because he wouldn't lower the interest rate. And now the one that you have, you hired, no, the second one you've hired, right? You're saying that he's not cutting the interest rates either. So now you're saying that everybody in the what you call it is not fired, obviously. You get where I'm going here. What I'm saying is the person that you wanted out of there and you brought someone else in, they're still not doing exactly what you want them to do. That tells you there's a bigger problem here. And we're not having conversations about the fact that is one thing I don't understand about MAGA. You guys never want to have conversations about the things that he is doing that are actively hurting people. Actively. You guys come up here and try to debate the dumbest shit. And I don't get it. We're talking about the same president who said that there shouldn't, if you're poor, right? People who didn't work hard enough are the ones who don't deserve to own a home. The average age of a home buyer in the United States of America is 43.6 years old. Up from 40. Here is where I run into the issue. When do we get to a point where we actually start talking fiscal solutions? We don't want to talk fiscal solutions because the rhetoric is louder and it's much more exciting. And that's what I don't get. Because it is the younger generation that they're attacking simply because of the fact that they don't know. They don't understand that this rhetoric hurts their generation. Hey, guys, invite Dan up. And if Dan doesn't come up, then just go ahead and mute him in the chat. The U.S. is the only country that people hate so much they refuse to leave. You know what I think? That is the most coward statement I've ever met. That tells me that whenever people like Dan get pissed off with America, if they were to ever get pissed off outside of their blind loyalty, they would run. That tells me how you handle situations in your everyday life. Like a coward. You run. That's the thing. Y'all are cowards. Legit cowards. When shit gets rough, you run. But because you can't run, you're scared to run. You just tell everybody else they're a problem for calling out the bullshit. Hi, Dan.
What's up, Puddle Duck?
Oh, you didn't want to decline the invitation, huh?
How come you still live in the U.S.?
Do you want to talk about politics?
Why do you still live in the U.S.? Do you want to answer the question? What do you like about it here?
Is that what we're, wait, does that have anything to do with policy or politics? I want to discuss that. Are you a Trump supporter?
It has to do with your perspective.
Yes, so specifically, are you, yeah, see how that works, right? Are you a Trump supporter?
Why do you still live
here? Do you
here?
support Trump?
No.
Okay, well then we don't have any reason to talk. I just answered that question.
You refuse to see you're running.
I've actually, no, you're the coward that runs when things get tough. I stay and I fight. See, that's the difference between you and I, right? So with that being said, you specifically, I've answered the question. See, Dan, what you're going to continue to do is you're going to keep talking. But see, the thing about it is you want people to run and be a coward when things get tough. I don't do that.
What was your answer?
I don't have an answer to your question because you're not a Trump supporter. Exactly. I'm not looking to talk to you. Yes.
Perfect. So you run. You're a coward. That's what you do.
Watch, he's going to leave now. Oh, man. Who dropped him? Oh, no. Malik, you dropped him. No, I wanted him to stay here. I would have been happy to answer the question. I would have been happy to answer that question. Because, see, my thing is, right? If we're going to have conversations about politics and policy, then let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. But see, when what you're doing, stop. Because what you're doing is you're coming up here. I'm going to answer your question. Right? What you're doing is you're coming up specifically thinking that there's a gotcha. And that's cute because I'm going to give you the answer to your question. Let me tell you what I hate about this country. I hate the fact that there are people who have blind loyalty to this country. And I'm going to answer the other one too.
Waiting.
Then mute your mic because whatever's going on in your background is loud.
I don't got all night.
I could just drop you and answer you from the comments. Not a problem. I don't have it.
Run away.
That is perfectly fine. Get him out of here. I'll answer his question from the comments.
Run away.
They're
Coward.
so cute. Oh man, he called me a coward. However, he's the one that would run from a whole country. Anyways, let me answer your question. This is what I love about this country. I love that my ancestors loved me enough to spill blood on this land to make sure that I had the right to stay here. I love that the black women of the Black Panther Party stood on the Capitol steps and made sure that the 1964 Civil Rights Act got passed and didn't let up off your ancestors' necks. I love the fact that black women are the most highly enrolled demographic of women of people in college. I love that we're becoming more and more educated, and our black men are becoming more and more educated, and you guys want to silence that, and that's why you cut grant money. That's why you're doing everything you can to see black people fail. But the truth of the matter is we've always won in spite of. And here's the thing. That's what I love about this country. What I hate about this country is that there's a disgusting subset of people here who at the end of the day never want to see anyone else win besides themselves. And the fact of the matter is they've deflected for so long against the problems in their own communities that they are now dying off. They are now losing everything that they have. They lead in drug abuse. They lead in fraud. They lead in every possible thing. And at the end of the day, because they have pointed fingers at every other community has taken that feedback and continued to thrive. Hey, Dan, let me ask you a question. How is there a victim without a perpetrator? And why do you have more smoke for victims? That's weird. So y'all come with all of these different things. And they say, but you can't debate me. See, the thing is, he came up here believing, y'all can mute him in the chat. I don't have any reason to have any further conversation with him. Because see, the point is, when you come up to the panel and all you want to do is scream over me, that lets me know you don't have an argument. Whoever that dot person is, go ahead and invite them. See if they want to come up and have a conversation without crashing. Oh, wait, not the dot person. Hold on. It was another person that was in the chat. And you know what's crazy is that they try to force you to say something that you like about this country. They try to force it. Like, I don't understand why y'all try to force it. Oh no, I have a glitch. It's happening. The thing is happening. Oh, wait. No, it fixed itself. Love it. It'll be back in a second, guys. Yeah, daughters are friendly. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. Trump supporters, if you're in the chat, hop in the box. Let's have a conversation. Let's chitter and let's motherfucking chatter. You guys are the people that I want to talk to. Why are you still supporting Trump in this moment? And what is he doing to make your life better? But we can't have, we don't have those conversations, do we? Because now we've gotten to the point where there is no defending Trump. So all you have is to just tear down Democrats, to just tear down independents, tear down your own people as Republicans. You agree with policies, but not him as a person. Why don't you come up, Dot? Let's have a conversation. Come up, talk to me, Dot. I sent you an invite myself. Oh, I don't think Dot's coming. I don't think Dot's coming. Oh man, I don't think Dot's coming. I don't think that's happening. What happened, Dot? What happened to the policies? I want to talk about the policies. That's actually something I enjoy talking about. I hate talking about party. I do. I hate it. You will kick me. Why? Because you're going to say the N word, or you're going to slur instead of actually having a conversation? Why would I kick you? Tell me why. Trump ain't got a policy to the furs. I don't know what the hell they talking about, Kim. I don't know what's going on. I guess we don't call him Dot. We'll call him Period. It's clearly somebody's on the rag if they talking all this shit and don't want to come up. Anyways, chitter and chatter. If you're a Trump supporter, come up. Let's have a conversation. Guys, I've got a game. Y'all know I love a game. But let's find a game. All right. These are questions that I want to make sure that we understand, right? How our government works. So we're gonna do some government trivia. I'm down for government trivia because I feel like if we do government trivia, that will tell us a lot about hold on 1 second. Oh no, wait a minute. Hey babe, can you hand me my can you hand me my charger for my computer? Can you hand me my computer charger? One second, fam. She got her hands up on her knees and elbows on her thighs. Yeah, Miss working here for certain. I can tell she blind. I am. I'm 35. I'm just old enough to run for Congress. To run for president. All right. Are you guys ready? How many members of Congress are in the House of Representatives? Okay, period. Okay, period. Okay. All right, okay. Which chamber confirms cabinet nominees? Which chamber confirms cabinet nominees? Which chamber? You are correct. It would be the Senate. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next one here. Ooh. There it is. Okay. How long is a House member's term? How long is the term of a U.S. House member? How long is the term of a U.S. House member? What? Repeated or prolonged actions that lack sustained engagement. Okay, guys. So I just got a restriction basically because we don't have enough activity going in the live. So let's go ahead and send some penny gifts. Let's tap the screen, share the live. Let's push out the live as much as we possibly can because I just got a damn restriction for just not being here. Not enough going on. So, oh no, that's because I had a violation. Hang on. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, it was going crazy because I was getting a violation. Can y'all hear me better? Do we have action? Say something, I'm getting up on you. You're frozen? Hey, Sir Holmes. No sound? No sound? Really? No way. No sound is wild. That's crazy. We're back. Are we back? Are you just kidding? Okay. All right. I've got 2 backs. Those are big backs. All right, let's go. Here we go. All right. And how long is a house member's term? How long is a house member's term? How long are house members elected to Congress? Oh, Chelsea's here. Jesus. If you're not following Chelsea, please do. Oh my gosh. That chocolate queen is like, baby, when I tell you, she is one of my favorite humans on this app. Like, just the amount of like, y'all think I'm calm about shit? She's extremely calm. And like, she is a wealth of information. She pushed a lot of midterms information. She stays on top of that stuff. She is absolutely fantastic. If you are not following Chelsea in the chat, you've got to be following her, because listen, girl, I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to be like you. And yes, you guys are correct. 2 years, no limits. What about, let's see, who was the youngest person to become president? Who was the youngest person to become president? Are we ready? We are so ready. I've missed them a lot. You are correct, Chelsea. You are correct. Chelsea eating y'all up in this chat. Ooh, y'all let Chelsea eat y'all up. Listen, Chelsea said stop playing with me. Which state was the last state to join the union? Hey, Cred. I'm so glad you're alive. I love you so much, and I'm glad you're here. I probably shouldn't have said that first part. Fuck. Okay, I'm working on not being so forward. Cred, I'm glad you're safe, and it's really good to see you. I'll tell my therapist I made progress. Sorry. Oh my God, that was crazy. Why did I say that? The answer is Hawaii, guys. All right, guys, we actually talked about this today. What amendment limits our presidents to 2 terms? What amendment only gives our president 2 terms? Me too, Cred. Because fuck. Yes, it was Hawaii. And yes, it is the 22nd Amendment. That is correct. What agency prints U.S. paper money? What is the name of the agency that prints U.S. paper money? What is the name of the agency that prints U.S. paper money? No, it is not the Treasury. It has a specific name. Thanks, Cred. I'm hanging in there. Just trying to stay above ground is all. It has a specific name. I'll give you the first one. The first name of the name. Bureau. What is the name of the agency that prints U.S. paper money? It begins with Bureau. Unicorn in the chat if you give up. That's okay. If we don't know, we don't even have to type I don't know. We'll just drop a unicorn. Because we're all learning together. Bureau of Coins is crazy. So the name of it is called the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Bureau of Engraving and Printing. That is the agency that actually prints our money. And yes, it is the Mint and it is a part of the Treasury. But that is the specific agency that prints money. It is a weird name. Because like engraving and printing, I think more like sweaters and shit. And trophies. It's weird. Which month? No, you guys know that one. Can a president pardon themselves? Can a president pardon themselves? You right, April. You got it. Veteran headstone. Shit like that. You think like fucking craftsman or some shit. Bureau of the Bag is crazy work, but I kind of like that. I feel like if I was to become president, I might switch it because that's kind of fire. Not gonna lie. Are we sure it's a no? Are we certain it's a no? There we go, Sir Holmes. There we go, Sir Holmes. What's up, Shay? How many people did you kill today? Shay's an assassin, by the way, guys, if y'all didn't know. She's not. She's like literally one of the most bubbly human beings I've ever seen in my life. And she talks like this all the time. And you better know it. Shay is not fucking playing with you. And I love her so much. She is literally like the happiest human being. And she is the definition of sparkle. I love it. Yes, because of Nixon. No, I think so. Sir Holmes is actually correct. There is no case precedent that's been settled on whether a president can pardon themselves or not. I think that's for a good reason. And the reason I say that is because I think that if you were to actually make it precedent in situations where people were pardoning themselves for actual crimes, it would be hard to dispute that and overturn it. If a president was not allowed to pardon himself and then was railroaded by the justice system, they wouldn't really have much room there to fight it either. So I don't think there's a right or wrong answer for that. I personally, if it were me, I feel like if we're talking about, for example, when we have presidents that are saying, I'm willing to go after my political enemies, like we should be able to say that those preemptive pardons can go through a court and be looked at that way. I personally feel like if a president wants to pardon themselves, it should be determined by the court on a case-by-case basis. I don't think that we should legally rule yes or no, because that leaves room for it to be exploited and for people to get hurt. And I don't like that. Stabby, stab, stab. Hey, Stabby, good to see you. I haven't seen you in 122 years and 37 seconds, and I'm fucking happy you're here. By the way, chat, if I haven't told you today, I love you so much, and I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't heard that from anybody, just know that I love you. And also, if you didn't belong in any fucking room that you walked in today, I'm damn sure glad you know you belong in here. So good to see you, and I'm happy you're here. Also, let's go to the next question. Can Congress remove a president without impeachment? Is there a loophole to move the president without impeachment? Should they? I'm so torn on revoking the pardon. I'm really torn on revoking the pardon, simply because of the fact that we know that the justice system is built on such a really shitty foundation, that if we were to revoke the executive pardon, that leaves that in governor's hands. And if we're talking about a governor in Alabama, and wanting to reduce mass incarceration, right? how would that work, right? And then let's just say we got rid of the pardon as a whole, and those governors weren't allowed to do it either. We still know that mass incarceration is a thing, and the more that we fix it, the more we have to right those wrongs. So I think if we actually got rid of the pardon, it might actually be much more of a reason when Trump pardons himself and the next president should revoke those. Oh, hell yeah. Lock them bitches up. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Y'all ever seen like people that like share shit and they be like, you know, free my man. And be like, damn, what my man do? And they like, he killed 6 people. No, keep my man locked the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, don't let my man out. Free Todd. What did Todd do? Todd stole the social security numbers of 6 white people, and he went and killed all them motherfuckers so they wouldn't call the police. Keep Todd locked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be wanting to free the wrong motherfuckers. No. Let's get back to the real shit. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay. Can the Supreme Court create laws? Can the Supreme Court create laws? Oh, good call out, Chelsea. That was a really good point. No. What does the Supreme Court do? What is the role of the Supreme Court? What do they do? I definitely think, you know what I think is going to happen? I think that because this administration is so stupid, what's going to happen? Yes, Sir Holmes, interpret the laws. What I think we're going to see is we're going to see a bunch of pardons happen. Sure. Absolutely, we're going to see that happen. But we're not going to see those pardons in a way that is going to ironclad protect them. Because one thing about criminality is it has legs and branches. And so let's just say, we're going to pardon you from, you know, whatever federal crimes you've done. Cool. What we're going to do, right, is we're going to say the state crimes that you committed at this bank, with this person in this state, with that school, with that homeowners, whatever, with that realty company, with that, all of those things, states are going to start pulling out and start looking at companies. And when they start looking at companies, right, then at that point, they're going to be able to say, wait a minute, this ties to a federal crime. And sure, you may be pardoned from that federal crime, but if we are pursuing state charges, there is no federal pardons for state charges. And so if we're talking about, hey, you're getting arrested for this, and this in Minnesota, and we've already got Washington State waiting on you, somebody's going to talk and the whole empire is going to fall down, because this is not just a federal American crime situation. This is not just a federal American crime story. This is an international crime story. This is a state crime story. This is a county crime story. So we have to be willing to understand the precedent of law that is set on the federal level is completely different from states. So what's interesting is the same people who constantly tout states' rights are going to be the main ones who are going to be condemned by said states' rights. My thoughts, only my thoughts. Can a president declare war? Can a president declare war? Yeah, I think you would need the government in your back pocket, but let's think about it. If the governor's in on it too, because a lot of state governments are making money off of the decisions of Donald Trump. Just the idea of insider trading in this moment. Donald Trump put out a Truth Social post that said, today is a good day to invest, knowing exactly what he was about to go on TV and say. That in itself is insider trading. The idea that a RICO is not going to happen is crazy. You also have to remember that he can't pardon literally everyone. Somebody's got to talk. Somebody's got to be left out. And the person that has to lose is the person that's going to bring all of this down. Right? Yes, he has brought much more broad military authority. Not necessarily, he's not able to create a declaration of war, but he is able to make executive decisions in order to be able to retaliate or, in this case, preemptively strike, which is fucking stupid. Which amendment gave 18-year-olds the right to vote? But while you guys are writing that, yeah, this is where we're going to start to see friendships fall apart, because the cool thing about this whole thing is that the president doesn't necessarily have broad authority to pardon himself. And a lot of people haven't necessarily read the Supreme Court decision. What a lot of people don't know is that with that SCOTUS decision, it didn't give him blanket immunity from everything, right? As a matter of fact, let me grab the SCOTUS decision now. Give me 1 second. I've been looking over the SCOTUS decision since it happened. But what people don't understand is that it only covers against official acts of the presidency. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Finder. I really do appreciate Finder on the Mac, because okay, so for absolute immunity, it is just for the president's core constitutional powers, right? Hold on, I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, so pardon power, foreign governments, recognizing foreign governments. Anything he does personally with those foreign governments, like, I don't know, crypto, it's still a crime. Still a crime. Presumptive immunity. Presumptive immunity is for, quote unquote, other official acts taken within the scope of the presidency. Prosecutors can sometimes overcome the presumption, but the standard is high. So the thing is, you have to have ironclad evidence to be able to make those kinds of assumptions. Nothing new than what we had before. The only difference is now that if it's within the Constitution, it's protected. This president has gone out of his way to do everything outside of the Constitution. And everyone who is following him is doing the same thing. So many of these immunities that you believe that he might be entitled to, he is not. Because if we're talking about presumptive immunity, that still has to, oh my God, Ashley's here. Hey, Ashley. That presumptive immunity still has to fall within the bounds of the Constitution, because these are unofficial acts of the presidency, and the presidency requires you to follow the Constitution. So even under presumptive immunity, there still has to be proof that he did not follow the Constitution in order to make X, Y, and Z happen. Now, there is no immunity at all, none, for unofficial or private conduct. Those things, like, if you fucked up, you fucked up. That's just what it is, right? So we want to be very clear on that. I want to be very, very clear on that. When it comes to things that he is doing that are unofficial, right? 10 billion offshore into an account, right? That is illegal. You took government money and you put it in an account with your name on it. Yes, the 26th Amendment. Sorry, guys. You put it in an account with your name on it. Right? So these things are where we have the issue. Let me grab, because years ago, I'd say about 8 to 10 months ago, I did a brief for if I was going to present a brief to the United States courts to arrest Donald Trump. And I'm going to find it because I think it's really dope. Give me 1 second. I wrote this for class, actually. So I'm trying to find the file. Give me a second. But I wrote what I would arrest Donald Trump for if I could. The sensitive children camps. What? What is the sensitive children camps? What are you talking about? Where children of deported parents are sent in Texas under Trump's administration. What is it called? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm trying to find this file. This was my favorite. Everybody Shed the Live twice. You heard Ashley, damn it. I am trying to find that file for y'all. But I wrote it and just basically was like, hey, hold on 1 second. Hey. Did you mean to request up?
No, I got asked. I'm sorry.
You are good, honey. I was like, not you tapping. I thought you requested up.
I was like, what?
We love you. We love Sir Holmes. He's my only super fan, and I love him so, so much. I don't know why this keeps doing this, but sheesh. This is weird. But apparently, it's making me big. That's weird. That is weird. Why is it making me weird looking? I don't know why. But anyways, hang on guys. I'm gonna find this because I'm gonna share it with you. Okay? It took me months to write this thing. But anyways, I don't know why. It makes me bigger. Just okay. All right. Okay. We're just gonna make that little. Thank you. Can we do a citizen's arrest on Trump? Not necessarily. It would be fruitless. You could on any American citizen, but I mean, it would be fruitless. And now because of vigilanteism, there's a lot more nuance to citizen's arrest. Hang on. I worked really hard on this, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I did. There we go. Found it. Okay. All right. The charges supported by the documented conduct include, but are not limited to. Okay. Okay. These were the charges that I froze because apparently, hold on. It's gonna come back and make me a normal person again. Let me know if I freeze for you guys and when I'm no longer frozen so that way we can make sure that you can hear me. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Okay, I'm not frozen. Cool. All right. So, hang on. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find the one that I wrote. Shout out to Finder. Shout out to Finder. Okay. All right. So these are the charges that I would bring against Donald Trump if I had to. The brief is submitted to outline a pattern of conduct that constitutes serious violations of federal law, arising from actions intended to undermine lawful government processes, misappropriate authority, and interfere with constitutionally protected functions. The conduct at issue reflects not isolated incidents, but a coordinated effort to obstruct accountability, manipulate institutional safeguards, and retain power or benefit through unlawful means. The legal framework governing these actions is well established, and the applicable statutes provide clear guidance on both criminal liability and the resulting penalties. The charges supported by the documented conduct include, but are not limited to, conspiracy to defraud the United States in violation of 18 U.S.C. 371, obstruction of an official proceeding in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1512, Section C, subsection 2, conspiracy against rights in violation of 18 U.S.C. 241, wire fraud in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1343, and where applicable, seditious conspiracy under 18 U.S.C. 2384. Each of these statutes addresses distinct but overlapping forms of unlawful conduct, including coordinated interference with government functions, deprivation of constitutional rights, and the use of interstate communications to execute fraudulent schemes. The factual basis underlying these charges demonstrates a pattern of intentional conduct designed to achieve unlawful objectives through both direct action and coordinated efforts with others. Evidence in the public record, including sworn testimony, documented communications, and investigative findings, support the conclusion that these actions were neither accidental nor incidental. Instead, they reflect a deliberate strategy to obstruct lawful proceedings, mislead relevant parties, and exploit institutional vulnerabilities for personal or political gain. Such conduct satisfies the elements required under the cited statutes and establishes a sufficient basis for prosecution. In addition to criminal liability, the conduct described herein warrants the imposition of asset forfeiture pursuant to applicable federal law, including 18 U.S.C. 981 and 982, where proceeds or instrumentalities of unlawful activities are identified. Any assets derived from, connected to, or used in furtherance of these offenses shall be subject to seizure and forfeiture to the United States. Furthermore, beneficiaries shall have a lawful claim to assets determined to be the proceeds of unlawful shall have a lawful claim to assets determined to be the proceeds of unlawful conduct. Such assets shall not transfer through inheritance or succession, but instead shall be retained or disposed of by the government in accordance with federal forfeiture statutes. Accordingly, because of the foregoing, there exists a legally sufficient basis to pursue formal charges, initiate prosecution, and seek all appropriate remedies under federal law. The integrity of governmental processes and the rule of law depending upon the consistent application of these statutes, irrespective of the individual involved. Failure to act where such violations are supported by evidence would undermine public trust and weaken the legal standards designed to protect democratic institutions. Okay, so basically what I just said is your president's a criminal, and if we indict him, we should make sure his kids can't take any ill-gotten gains. And that was my legal brief. I actually scored pretty high on that. But yes, basically what it says is that he was fucking up. And so when I go through then we had to list all of the ones that we wanted to use, all of the particular statutes that we want to use. And here are the statutes that I chose. Conspiracy to defraud the United States government, 18 U.S.C. 371. Obstruction of an official proceeding, 18 U.S.C. 1512, subsection C, subsection 2. Conspiracy against rights, 18 U.S.C. 241. Deprivation of rights under color of law, 18 U.S.C. 242. Honest services fraud, 18 U.S.C. 1346. Gosh, guys, it keeps telling me that we're not doing enough. Okay, I just feel like they fucking with me at this point. Let's just make sure we tap the screen. Let's power tap through this violation. It's got me off the FYP for 10 minutes. So tap it up. Honest services fraud, 18 U.S.C. 1346. Mail fraud, 18 U.S.C. 1341. Wire fraud, 18 U.S.C. 1343. Deprivation of rights under color of law, 18 U.S.C. 242. Racketeering, or RICO, which would be 18 U.S.C. 1962. Witness tampering, 18 U.S.C. 1512, Section B. Destruction, alteration, or falsification of records, 18 U.S.C. 1519. Seditious conspiracy, 18 U.S.C. 2384. And insurrection or rebellion, 18 U.S.C. 2383. So, oh, Liz, I love you. I love you. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Amanda, we love you so much. If you guys aren't following Cheesecake Therapy, please make sure that you follow Cheesecake Therapy. That is Amanda. She's the owner right there in the chat. Yes, we got Black business owners up in here. So y'all make sure you are following Amanda. She is absolutely amazing. That's her main page. And make sure that you're following her Cheesecake Therapy page. If you are in Tyler, Texas, or anywhere around the area, make sure that you guys put in an order for some of her cheesecake. It is made from scratch by her own hands. Every order that she receives, she makes it specifically for that person. This is your order made to order. So guys, make sure you place an order with Cheesecake Therapy, also known as Amanda, who is in the chat. So please make sure you're following her. She's absolutely amazing. Is this from the first and second terms or just the second term? So this particularly was from the first term all the way up into where I was. And at that time, I graduated in May. So at that time, I did this assignment, I think I did this assignment in February. So at that time, I had used everything from the previous administration and everything that was happening in this administration. And then I compiled it all into one specific indictment. But that is just like, I haven't even added on any. Yes, I haven't added on anything since February. Imagine how much longer that list has gotten. And you know what I might do is I might actually go back in and just like add to this list, but y'all got to give me a couple of days, but because I have to literally go through statute by statute and pull it out. But yes. Well, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know we're halfway through the stream. So we finish it up on the other device. I come to this side just pretty much to make sure, to the studio, to make sure that we can, why don't you call out your Democrats? They not mine. What I was gonna say was, I am going to, y'all know we ended at this point, and then we come back and we do the second half on the other device, and we turn up from there, and then it gets uploaded to YouTube the next day. As of right now, I'm just using TikTok Studio to continue to build up YouTube and continue to build up the studio algorithm so we can make sure we keep getting traction in here. But I am going to go and hit a restart on this side, and then you guys will see me go live here in about, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds. So I'm going to end it here, and then I'm going to go to my other device, and then we'll get started from there. I will see you guys in just a minute. It's Political Unicorn 1 on YouTube. Political Unicorn 1 is what it's going to be on YouTube. If you don't know the name there, then what you'll just want to do is go to the link in my bio on my link tree, and my YouTube is there. So you can just follow me and subscribe to me on YouTube from the link in my bio, because it's in the link, because I think there's two. Oh, that's cute. I don't even know what that was, but I think there's two political unicorns. Anyways, but mine is on there. So guys, just follow me there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to grow it. I'm trying to build it so we can do way more over there. But I thank you guys all for coming, and I'm going to start on the other one so we can actually get a little bit more conversation in here. But thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to call it on YouTube, and then we're going to go ahead and call it over here.